And so please describe to me what the aesthetic look is exactly.
More like this guy here.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and bring
Oh wow, you really have to come in here?
like this guy.
Is this
No,
is this really happening? He met the other guy behind you, bro. Like I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm right into that bad boy.
You can stay right there, behind the camera, behind the camera. No, see now that you got me jealous now.
That's okay.
That's not
no,
fair.
but you're more in the category like Luther Arnold. Okay?
My man. Yeah. Arnold Ferrigno. Huh?
Okay.
Aesthetic. That's great, partner. You two ever go out place everything in its proper place?
That does not make sense, but we usually do go. We head to Kroger's, and we work.
Oh, yeah. I've got a lady waiting for me back home also. She has the most beautiful scrotum. Oh, God. And when she sings, she sounds just like a puppy dog. How do you nail a photo?
Just gotta get in the mode. You gotta talk with your eyes.
Talk with your eyes.
Talk with your eyes. You
Okay,
gotta
so
have the eyes
can you show me a little bit of something, like to this camera? I would love to know how to do this. I just want to know.
Well,
how do you do it?
you
Teach
can
me
smile,
something.
You can get the sexy eyes. Then you know you gotta get the smile going on some shoes, but you know.
Wait, hold up.
You got.
I gotta
when
try
it's
this.
time,
with
when it's
hold
time
on.
to laugh,
I gotta try this
you gotta
with
think
you.
of something funny
All
and start laughing.
Do it again. Do it again. How do you do it? Teach me.
Sexy eyes.
The sexy eye.
Just a sexy eyes right here.
Smizing?
Smile.
So you're smizing.
Smile.
Okay.
And then you gotta get the.
No, I look like I need to take a poop or something.
Wish words were like little toy guns. No sting, no hurt, no one, just a bang, bang. Right?
Is that it?
Yeah, it's something like that. Just a bang,
Toy
bang,
guns.
rolling off your tongue.
Toy guns.
It's no smoke, no
Bang, bang.
bullets.
Water guns. All right.
Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild. Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high. Cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold up, we just saying hi. Find somebody, rise up. Weekdays, catch us live, somebody. Let's go.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Pascal Show. Yes. Oh, yes, the snaps, the poet snaps, the poetry slam snaps. Yes, get it. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Isn't there like a competition of snappers? Who can like snap
so.
the fastest and everything? The most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. You know what I mean? It's like doing a competition of skipping rocks. Hey, that's a little throwback.
Hey,
to
that's a deep cut.
That's a deep cut.
The great unwritten screenplay.
Yes.
In fact, I was going to work on a few years back.
That should have been done. I'm surprised it hasn't been done yet. No one take that yet. Nobody better get that, man. I'm telling you. You.
What's funny is I came up with the idea for a screenplay about competitive rock skipping back in, it would have been 95, I think, when I was like a freshman in high school. And now there actually is competitive rock skipping. I'm pretty sure it's on ESPN The Ocho, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Well,
ahead of your time.
Well, yeah, way ahead of your time. Thomas has always been ahead of his time. I don't think you guys know about Thomas over here. But anyway, before I introduce them, because they just jumped in already, you sons of guns. Anyway, good morning, everybody. I hope you guys are having a wonderful and fantastic Friday. You know, it is 4th of July weekend. So I know a lot of you guys are off of work, getting out early today, you know, getting ready to spark up the grills, crack open a cold one, kick up your feet in that fake weird lawn chair thing that you've had for a long time, but half of the seat is kind of cut out because it's made out of like that weird material, like that cloth material stuff that's just kind of ripping apart because of the weather and everything, that you swear you're going to keep on, you know, buying a new one or replacing it with something else, but you don't. But you use it anyway, still to this day. I hope you guys are enjoying it. And, you know, I hope you guys have a wonderful and safe 4th of July weekend. And, you know, of course, flipping over burgers, you know, picking it up and putting it back down in the same spot in the same way you had it in a second ago. You know what I'm saying? And nobody grills like that. I think everybody grills like that. That's what I think. Everybody grills like that. Just they grill crazy. They grill crazy, you know? They just can't let the meat just sit there and cook. You know what I'm saying? They got to pick it up and put it down.
Let me check it.
You know what I'm saying? They got to flip it and all that stuff. Anyway, hope you guys are having a wonderful one. Today's been a very long day for me already. So unfortunately, and because it is the 4th of July weekend, today's show is going to be dramatically shorter than usual because, you know, I got things to do and I got sleep to see at some point today, and I really want to I really want to saw some logs here in the very, very near future. But other than that, oh yeah, all day. Get that coffee out.
That Big Daddy.
Get that coffee. Get Big Daddy. Wait, let me see that. What's that? That was weird. Me saying that. That was weird. That Big Daddy. Let me see that. Let me see that Big Daddy. Anyway, if you got a cup of Joe in your hand, a cup of coffee.
Oh, you can't even see it. Oh, dang.
Now there you go. Oh, that's a good one. I like that.
It's one of, you know, my yearly custom hand printed Father's Day mugs.
It's a lovely thing. It's a lovely thing.
Invisible in my hand when I'm sitting there in front of you, though.
I know it's that wonderful thing, that wonderful Skype program. Anyway, everybody who has a cup in their hand, if you're drinking, if you're getting your drinks on in Australia or Korea or in Europe, in the other corners of the world, or if you're just getting up and getting your day started and you got your cup of coffee, you know what I mean? Raise a glass up for me, with me real quick. Cheers to the weekend, everybody. Hope you guys have a safe and wonderful weekend. I'm going to take a drink.
Every time you say weekend, we have to drink coffee? Man.
Every single time we say 4th of July. Oh, gosh, coffee. Anyway, hope you guys are having a wonderful one. Oh, and by the way, shameless plug, we do have merch. Jack, why don't you tell everybody about our wonderful merch real quick?
Yeah, if you go to teespring.com/stores/the-Pascal-show, you can go and see what we got. And actually, yesterday I added in a nice little face mask with the Pascal Show logo on there. It is non-medical grade, but at least it's something.
It's something.
So
I like that. And the thing is, man, can I get one? Damn. Like, you need to get me something so I could rock it, put it up here, put it on the social medias. You feel me?
I feel you.
We got to put it out.
I think they do some samples. Once we hit a certain amount of sales, they start giving us some free samples. So we need some people to buy some more stuff.
Yeah, no pressure. Buy our merch. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
If you don't, I'm going to start making a fanny pack.
Oh, God. Actually,
Pascal's just Pascal's eyes on it.
Just that the entire time. No, but seriously, in all lightness, in all seriousness, canceling all the seriousness in the world for serious though. Buy our merch,
please.
Por favor. No. No, but for real, yeah, buy our merch. Anyway, no, and actually, I'll say this: a fanny pack. I think some people would rock the fanny pack, not the eyeballs fanny pack. In fact, actually, I think some people would rock the fanny pack with the eyeballs on it. For real, I think people would. So I think that's a brilliant idea, Jack. We should make it so. You know what I mean, Captain Luke Picard. You know what I'm saying? Make it so. I think that's a great idea. But anyway, I'm just saying, I would love to get a little mask or something like that just for my own use. You feel me? I mean, I do have my own, I got my N95 mask, I got my stuff. But at the same time, it would be great to have one just to have and put it out there. Because even when I go to the gym or when I go out anywhere, sometimes I don't have these. So I have the other ones that aren't as effective as this. So anyway, check it out. We got face masks, y'all. Damn, we got face masks? For real though? We got face masks, guys. Go get it. You know what I mean? Then everybody's like, oh, what's that on your face? You know what I mean? Oh, it's just a face mask. No, what's that logo? And you're like, oh, the Pascal Show? Yeah, he bomb. Yeah, he dope. He kind of stupid sometimes, but I don't agree with him all the time. But it's a good show. You should go check it out. His room is purple and stuff. It's kind of cool. You see what I'm saying? Anybody feeling what I'm feeling? Say amen.
Amen.
There we
amen.
Go. Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. That was very lackluster, but I appreciate it. Moving on.
Should be a woman.
Oh dear God. Oh yeah. In light of the world that we live in now, a person.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, them.
Oh.
You see what I just did there? No, think about it though. Some people say that God is non-binary.
Ooh.
Some people say God is man. He. Some people say God is a she. Some people say God is just an energy.
Omni.
Yes, omnipresent.
I had a dream one time where God was the Philly fanatic.
Oh,
yeah. So that's how I see God.
Do you guys follow God on Facebook?
I think I did for a while. I don't know that I still do.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
guy doesn't like Trump.
do me allegedly. He's like, nope, I deny any I deny any connection to this man. But obviously that is a man-made account. Remember that. Remember. But by the way, Jack, please, because people are asking about this thing. About the link, do you mind putting the link in the
I'll grab that link.
in the convo down below? I'd really appreciate it. B was like, "Oh yeah, I will do." So thank you. And MB just said something which was funny as hell. Non-identifying cis male. Bang. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. That is pretty funny. Anyway, but yeah, them works. You know what I mean? Instead of history or her story, it's them story. Just saying, because we're getting into that world, which is if you catch where I'm marching towards now, Tom. We're going to go into we're marching into our top news story of the day, because there's something going on. There's a lot of things going on, and we're going to be going through a lot of stuff in the next hour. We're going to be blazing through a lot of content and a lot of stories. There's a lot of top stories. Sometimes, YouTube only allows us like 100 characters above our head, and there's so much we would put in here. Trust and believe. But one of the main things that we're going to be talking about right now is that the NFL will be playing the Black National Anthem before the Star Spangled Banner for 1 week during the games. This is very interesting. Tommy Boy's got the story. Speak on it.
Yeah, Lift Every Voice and Sing, also known as the Black National Anthem, will be performed live and played before the Star Spangled Banner prior to each NFL game during Week 1. And the league is considering putting the names of victims of police brutality on helmet decals or jersey patches. A person familiar with the discussions told the Associated Press. So it sounds like they're going to be playing the Black National Anthem before every game during Week 1. And it sounds like every week they're going to try and be doing something to honor African Americans. Before every game.
Before every game for that 1 week, correct?
For that 1 week, but
Yeah.
I think looking forward to other weeks, I think they're trying to every week they're going to try and have something to honor, the Black experience in America.
Okay. Real quick, for those that don't know what Lift Every Voice sounds like, here's a little bit just so you guys can hear what the song is, because I know that there's people out there that go, what? There's a song called Lift Every Voice and Sing, and it's the Black National Anthem? Well, here you go. There we go. Okay. And just so you know, hey, what is that? Who is that from? That is the Boys Choir of Harlem doing Lift Every Voice and Sing. And I can only do a small snippet of it right now, obviously. But shout out to the Boys Choir of Harlem. Saw them live a long time ago. Yeah, they're an amazing choir. Anyway, that is the Black National Anthem. And they are planning on playing that before the Star Spangled Banner for 1 week during NFL games, during the opening week of the games this year. If we actually do end up having a football season this year. Everything is speculative right now because obviously Rona is happening right now. So moving on, beautiful song, okay? Gorgeous song. Star Spangled Banner, beautiful song too. Yes, there is some racist lyrics in there. Yes, it was written by a racist. Yes, there is a lot of backstory in regards to that song as well, but still, very beautiful song as well. Let's just let's just talk about that. All right. Now, here's the question that I put out to everyone. Okay, everyone in the room. Should this even be happening in the first place? Should they be doing the Black National Anthem before Star Spangled Banner for 1 week during the games? I'm going to throw it around the room. Fellas, what you think?
Tom, do you want to go first?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a nice gesture, but for me, it's the NFL. It's way too little, way too late. After the way they railroaded Colin Kaepernick, it's hard to see this as anything other than, you know, an underhanded PR move. It's kind of I mean, it's nice. And, you know, if it gets more people to kind of know more about the Black experience, I'm sure there are a lot of people that didn't know Lift Every Voice and Sing even existed as a song. But at the same time, you know, for me, it's too little, too late. I mean, we kind of know where the NFL ownership's heart is on this issue. So,
Okay, Jack, what's your take?
I like the fact that isn't it purely majority, almost all white-owned teams, and they're kind of looking for a way. What can we do to not lose customers?
Yeah,
is what they're doing, and I think that it is basically displaying segregation. It's saying, hey, we're in unity with you. Not only we're going to give you, but here we'll play you your own song.
Yeah,
and you can have that, but maybe you won't kneel because I gave you a song, and so the NFL's going to be like, what happened? I played him a song. Why did they still kneel when the regular national anthem came on?
Mm-hmm.
So, are they saying that that's a Black national anthem, and then the national anthem is a white national anthem?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so many different things now come into play. I don't know. I don't like it. Again, like Tom said, too little, too late. They're trying to do something to make themselves look in a bright light, especially like when Roger Goodell came out and said that he was behind Black people. And then he was standing with all the movement.
I was going to say, you know, he's definitely not saying he's behind Black people. He's just saying he's behind the Black Lives Matter movement, which obviously is two different things. In my personal opinion, I think he was sitting there saying that to sound good. That's what I'm trying to say. He's trying to save face because he knows that majority of his athletes are Black, and he wants to have a good season this coming season. He doesn't want to have any more problems. He doesn't want he doesn't want any of his players start acting a fool and start kneeling as well, or start protesting on the field. God forbid that, you know, his nightmare. I think one of his nightmares that he wakes up in a cold sweat from is there's the kickoff. A Black player catches it on the opposing side, starts to run. You think he's going to run, and then he stops in the middle of the field. And every Black player and every person that supports the Black Lives Matter movement takes a knee, and therefore there is no game. Right. That's what I feel, that he wakes up and goes, you know what I mean? Calling his mom type stuff. You see what I'm saying? I love you, Mom. I just thought I died. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. That's what I think. Clearly, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Jack, but clearly the NFL is pandering. It is full-on pandering. So here's the other thing. You're only going to do it for a week? Bruh. Okay. So you're only going to do it for a week. That's one point right there. You're only going to do it for a week. Second point I have is this. So then if you end up doing it, then what about every other nationality out there? You're going to play every other national anthem or whatever is donned as an Asian American national anthem. You're going to do a Latin American national anthem. You see what I'm saying? It keeps going and going and going and going. So some of you guys will probably think that I'm all for the Black national anthem going down. No, I'm not. Unless you go full on for the whole year. or forever, ever, 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 for only 1 week, you're clearly pandering. That's what I think. Only 1 week. Oh, we're just gonna give them a little bit. We're only gonna give them a tiny little bit, and then we're gonna rip the Band-Aid off. We're gonna just rip it back. You know? Oh, for a week, we're going to honor the black men and women who have died over the past years. You know, everybody from Michael Brown Jr. to George Floyd. For 1 week. That's what you're going to do to make things cool? To have an even playing field? See what I did there? No, you're not. It's not. You're clearly pandering. So no, I don't think they should be doing that. And if they do that, wait for a whirlwind of more people and more groups, more demographics, more ethnicities stepping up and sitting there going, well, if you're playing that, what about us? What about us here too? What about us here? You're only acknowledging this side, but then national anthem speaks for all the other races. I feel like that's coming. You see what I'm saying? I feel like that argument could come out. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, so to me, trust me, I'm all about lift every voice and sing. Gorgeous song. I'm all about my people all day long. All about it. But at the same time, if you're only going to do a week, you're literally just painting by numbers. Yeah. You're literally just going, you're literally pandering. Real talk. It's pandering, for real. What are you going to say?
But now black people have a month and a week.
Right. You see what I'm saying? That ain't enough, y'all. I'm sorry. That ain't enough. And then what the question that I saw on here. So then wait, are they doing that so that they can justify all the players that actually end up taking a knee? Think about it too. Because you know for a fact is as soon as the national anthem starts, as soon as the Star Spangled say, everyone's getting, any person that's part of BLM is going to be starting to get down on their knee and doing this. Guarantee you. So they're thinking maybe we put on lift every voice and sing in the very beginning so that when they kneel, it looks like they're kneeling for that. So that when we segue into Star Spangled Banner, it's safe. You know, because it takes a lot of energy to stand back up and do this. Right? Not really. But you see what I'm saying? They're trying. They're literally pandering like a mug. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And it's like if this, just like Goodell when he said, "Oh, we're with Black Lives Matter." Why didn't you say that ish before, bruh? Now you're saying it now. It's the same thing with this national anthem stuff. Oh, now you're gonna do this. Now you're gonna do this stuff. That's trash, man. That's trash. Definitely comment down below and let us know what you think. I would really, really like to know. You know what I'm saying? You down? You with it? You for it? Thumbs up or thumbs down? You know? To me, I think it's pandering like a mug. And I think, like Tom just said, too little, way too late.
Yeah.
Way too late.
I'm waiting for whoever's in charge of that music not to do something stupid. Like, oh, here's the Black National Anthem. And then you got like some like Turkey in the Straw type of like crap coming out, and they're playing some old like slave songs basically or something.
Yeah.
Like, oh, sorry, hit the wrong button. Well, why was it even downloaded? Like,
yeah.
But you know, I don't know who's in charge of that part of the show.
Yeah. See what? Okay, you know what? We do have some comments here, so I'm gonna read some of them because there's some good comments in here. And you know, like Mr. Super said that question about, okay, so you know, is that everyone's gonna take a knee for the, you know, some people will take a knee for the Black National Anthem. Yeah, and that's very true. You know, and I feel like in a way that would be the gesture, that would be the proper gesture during the Black National Anthem. At least that's what I feel. You know, like I would do that for sure. If I was a player, it's definitely that move would be what I would do. This is for a Star Spangled Banner for sure. Taking a knee is the new sign of respect for BLM and just for Black America. Tanovane said this, though. NFL is private, so they should do what they want, in my honest opinion. Now, I agree. They can do whatever the hell they want. And clearly, they have been. Look at what they've been doing recently. You know, they kicked out Colin Kaepernick. They did all kinds of mess with him, destroyed a career that he, you know, during his prime, like during his time that he could have had some really good years in him in playing football. They literally destroyed his whole career because he took a knee. Now they're retracting everything and going, wait a second. No, we are with you guys. And I understand people make mistakes. I understand organizations make mistakes. I get it. America is filled with mistakes. But at the same time, this is not the time to sit there and go, oh, no, I voted for Obama. I would have voted for Obama a third time. That's what it feels like right now. Oh, we're with you guys. We love you guys. We need you guys. So we're going to do this thing. It just doesn't make any sense. So I get that the NFL is a private organization and they can do whatever they want, which is facts. But this is a wrong move, I think. Very, very wrong move. MB, all the way out from Sydney, Australia, said, you have to start somewhere. You know, you're right. We do have to start somewhere. But is this the right start? Is this the right way to start something that shows NFL is woke, y'all? Is this the right way to get that done? No, I don't think so. I think there's other ways to show that you are with it, that you're with and down for the cause without pandering or without coming across like you're pandering.
Makes sense.
You know?
I feel like a lot of white people only know how to pander. No. Here it is, though.
I mean, you know, because here it is. Like, okay, we're going there. Let's talk about white guilt. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, y'all. Man, this is why I love this. I just love you guys. This is why I love this show, because we could actually talk about these things. White guilt, yes, is very real. It is very much out there, and it's clearly happening within the NFL. You know, this is clearly happening right now. Now, I understand people feeling. I understand white people feeling some type of way about, okay, this is what happened in our past. Like our people did some terrible things and we feel sorry for those things. I understand that. But it doesn't make sense to show white guilt now. I'm just saying, like, for an example, like in an organization, right? If they're going to show like, oh, we feel so sorry for the things that have happened, then they should have been doing stuff like that all this time. Why start doing those things now? Because now it is obviously like white guilt, for example, is just a trend. Now it's coming off like a trend. Now it's coming off like, okay, we still need clout. We still need to show that we care about these human beings that play for us. Or we still got to show that we care about these human beings, period. Now it's this whole thing of, oh, wait. We got to make sure we got these things taken care of now. Whereas we could have taken care of these things 20 years ago. Or start making, or at least 10 years ago, taking those steps towards, in small increments, showing that we are here for change. Same guys that are part of the NFL, organization, are the same dudes that kicked Colin Kaepernick's ass out. These are the same dudes that are going, oh yeah, let's play some, Black national anthem. Sure, yeah, this will be fine, and you know what I mean. Oh, this is gonna be great. They're going to love us. They're going to love it. They're going to love it. You know, they're going to love it. What? What is that? Let's talk about it.
When will black people ever be happy? We gave them a song.
Facts. Oh, we're putting the dead those dead black kids on jerseys and helmets, guys, for 1 full week. Come on, guys. 1 week? 1 week.
Yeah.
Maybe you pave the way for some black individuals to become owners, part of the NFL organization, so that there is a even voice on opposing sides, on both sides in the organization. In fact, open it up to all races. All races. Because here it is. There's not only just black people in this world, but I'll tell you what, there are majority black people on that field busting their ass, making you guys win those rings, making you guys make those millions of dollars. You're riding on the back of those black athletes. Bring some diversity into that NFL room, that NFL organization room. Have some power meetings with some other people that are not white and old. And not Jay-Z. Because that's all you got right now. For the most part. So, I don't know.
It'd be interesting to see the players start their own league and just leave these owners in the dust.
You know, that's why I keep looking at something like the people keep mentioning XFL. And the thing is XFL had a promising outlook. It looked promising. It was more like a minor leagues type of thing, but at least it was something that wasn't NFL. There was a possibility for something with that. But then, you know, Rona happened, and they filed for bankruptcy. There's a possibility of that coming back, but, you know, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I thought they put it up for sale, didn't they, the XFL?
I don't know. Maybe they did. Last time I checked, they were.
Yeah, I'm reading
I think
here.
they were like about to shut it down, or like try to open it back up. Like they filed for bankruptcy, and then I think they were trying to open things back up because obviously things were on the up and up. Country was starting to open up again, so they're going, hey, maybe we can get this thing back up and running. And then now we're here again. You know, now we're getting, 56,000 cases overnight last night. I mean, the hits just keep on coming. 56,000 single day cases in 1 day type thing. I mean, it's crazy. You know what I mean? That's just anyway. But that's what. But then, if you do something like that, then you're segregating. Then you're segregating the league. Then you got kind of like what they had back in the day. There was the Negro Football League or Negro Baseball League. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Then we're going backwards. Now we're going backwards. So if the players end up going and starting their own organization, their own version of NFL, it'll become very segregated.
No, I think the NFL would just shut down. Nobody's going to go see a team that,
doesn't have all the big
all
players.
White football team. I can't think of anything more boring. But yeah, I mean, it would just shut down. Plus, if you're a white player playing football and you want to play at an elite level, you're not going to play in the whites only league. You'd follow the players over to their new league.
Facts. Yeah, because you're going to be like, no, these are my brothers. Are you kidding me? I want to win. First off, I want to win, and I want to have some good games. And it sounds like this is if they go over here and I stay over here, it sounds like this is going to be very thin. This side of the league, this version of the league is going to be very, very thin. But then you never know. Them bags, though. You got to remember, these guys are, they're raking in dough, raking it in. So just depends on what kind of foundation and what kind of money bags they got if they were to split off and do their own thing, And I would kill to see something like that. I would kill to see it, but I would
That'd be
hope.
great.
I would hope that it would be organized and integrated. I would hate to see it be something that's segregated and we're splitting the world apart. That's not cool. Like I'm saying, like we just said before, like we all said before. You start playing the black national anthem, then you start playing the white national. Let's just say I can't even say white national anthem. That sounds wrong. But you see what I'm saying? The Star Spangled Banner. You see what I'm saying? But then people go, well, then what? We should be playing like the Irish national and Irish American national anthem. Somebody that said what? So the Latin American national anthem would be La Bamba or something like that. Like where would be the? Like I said, there would just have to be some sort of threshold of like a stopping point, because then next thing you know, you got a 5-hour national anthem salute for all the nationalities that are in the stadium. That's ridiculous.
I don't think they should play any national anthem before any sporting event. They don't do it over in Europe. We're the only country on earth where, well, I don't know that we're the only, but I know over in Europe, I don't think they play national anthems before sporting events.
Yeah.
I mean, just people didn't show up to have like a patriotic salute to America. They showed up to watch football.
True.
You start shoehorning this stuff in.
Mm-hmm. I got an idea, because somebody, MB, just said, could they make a more diverse anthem? You know what? Here's an idea. And MB said, we did it. So, okay. Let me say this. Oh, and he said, yes, they do. So apparently they do perform the national anthem in other countries as well, if I'm reading what he said correctly. Here's an idea. I would be so down for a new version of the national anthem. I'd be down for it. Let's get John Legend, Elton John, freaking Beyonce. Man, shoot, even throw in Taylor Swift. Why not? Mix
Bill
it
and
all
Ted.
up. What did you say?
How about Bill and Ted? Aren't they coming out with the peaceful
song?
world unity song?
Apparently, they still haven't figured that out yet. So we're still waiting for that song to come out. So damn. But anyway, take Beyonce, Elton John, John Legend. Like I said, just throw in some Taylor Swift, mix it up, shake it up, and then just spill it out. I guarantee you there'd be a dope song in there somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Throw a little John Mayer in there. Why not? You know what I'm saying? A little Garth Brooks. You know what I mean? Just do a little of this. Mix, boom. Put in a little Kanye. Because both sides of the world love them some Kanye. So, boom. There you go. National anthem ready to go. And he's
And I want to make a correction here. They do not play national anthems before soccer matches in Europe.
Oh, okay. Soccer matches. Okay. Sure. Okay. Okay. Good.
I was right.
He just wants to make sure I was right.
You
were wrong. No, and I may have read it wrong.
Just talk out my ass.
And I may have read it wrong. No, I don't think you're talking out of your ass. I may have read that wrong. So, with all due respect, MB, I'm sorry. I was not trying to, from my understanding from the reading of this, because it's just a bunch of comments and how this thing, how the chat is set up. You know what I'm saying? How my bank account is set up. Anyway, moving on. What I'm trying to say is that would be a cool idea. Why not just create a brand new one that just is super gray? See what I'm saying? Black, white, everything. Just smash into one. You know what I'm saying? Or super beige. You know what I'm saying? Just a nice mix of everybody. All nationalities. Everybody agrees with it. Everybody loves it. Everybody knows the words to the song. You know what I'm saying? And just and keep it moving. That's not a bad idea. You know what I'm saying? Just a thought. Shoot. Anybody at this point, any great songwriter. Just a thought. So, anyway, that's what I think. National anthem, the Black National Anthem, beautiful song. I love it. I just don't think it's a great idea. I think we need to just leave it be where it is. Genghis 99.9 just said, are they going to twerk? Here's the thing. If dost thou feel like dost thou needs to twerketh, then twerketh away. That's what I think. Just don't be a hoe. I'm just kidding. Hey, you can still twerk for God. I'm just telling you. You can still twerk for God, okay? You can still twerk with dignity. Twerk with respect, okay? And I will respectfully respect that. Okay, moving on. Anyway, moving on. I am sorry, guys. Lack of sleep today. We got to go into the next topic. There's another thing going on in regards to, and don't tell me you guys don't appreciate twerking. Come on, guys. I'm talking to you guys. He's like,
what is twerking? Could you show us?
That was Jack's way of saying I plead the fifth. Okay, so moving on.
You can call me Big Daddy.
I'm done, bruh. I'm done. Moving on. Moving on to the next thing. There is also, this is also football related. This is also very, very much football related. The Washington Redskins are being, let's just say, I don't know if they're being pressured. I don't know if that's the right word, but they are being asked to change their name, their team's name. And a lot of companies have, a lot of companies that endorse them have been bowing out in, I guess, in protest for them to actually motivate them into changing their names from Redskins to something else. Tommy boy, let's speak on it.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say they're being pressured to change the name. FedEx, which has naming rights to the stadium that the Redskins play in, made a request Thursday that the team change its nickname. Let's see. FedEx, Nike, and PepsiCo each have received letters from 87 investment firms and shareholders worth a combined $620 billion, asking the companies to sever ties with the team unless it changes its controversial name. And now here's how serious this is getting. On Thursday night, Nike appeared to remove all Redskins gear from its online store.
Whew.
The other 31 NFL teams were listed, and a search for Redskins came up with no results. So Nike's just saying, we're not selling your stuff anymore.
Hamburger.
So, yeah, they're being pressured pretty hard to change that name. And it's coming from pillars of the economy. So I think the Redskins name is probably not much longer for this world.
Now, what's funny to me is that there have been people who have been pushing for the Redskins to change their name for years, decades even. They've been trying to get this to be changed for a long ass time. And what I find really funny is that, like what we were saying just a second ago, it's like now companies are trying to push for a change. I find that very interesting. I know that there are Native American organizations and groups that have been protesting and petitioning in regards to trying to change this name because they find this name to be extremely racist, and they've been trying to do that for a very long time. So I put the question out to you guys, and we're going to throw it around the room, of course. What are your thoughts on this? Is it too late? Do you think they should change their names? I mean, solely because if FedEx and Nike, which I'm sure are very large endorsements that they just lost, that's huge bags that they just lost, should that motivate them to change their name? And what would they change their name to then? But anyway, comment down below. Let me know what you think. We're going to throw it around the room. Jack, what you think?
So I was looking this up, and in 2014, Dan Snyder, who is the owner, told ESPN that he wasn't going to succumb to pressure to change the name because he felt the term Redskins wasn't disparaging to Native Americans, but rather was a term that dignified them with honor and respect. He also pointed to two Native Americans, William Henry Lone Star Dietz, whom the team was named after to honor his heritage, and Walter Blackie Wetzel, a former Native American leader who helped design and approve the team's logo. It's just historical truth, and I'd like them to understand, as I think most do, that the name really means honor, respect. We sing Hail to the Redskins. We don't say hurt anybody. We say Hail to the Redskins, Braves on the warpath. Fight for old DC. We only sing it when we score touchdowns. And when asked what a Redskin was, Snyder replied, "A Redskin is a football player. A Redskin is our fans. A Washington Redskins fan base represents honor, represents respect, represents pride, hopefully winning. And it's a positive. Taken out of context, you can take things out of context all over the place, but in this particular case, it is what it is. It's very obvious." And, Roger Goodall asked the NFL commissioners to push the organization and rename the team. He's been, basically pretty much putting his foot down, but I don't think that any major advertisers have taken the money away before. In 2013, he said the team would never change the name of the team. So it's going to be interesting to see, how much money he's willing to lose over it, or if there's other companies that come to fill that slot. I've always found it offensive, and then same thing with like the tomahawk, a type of action and stuff like that. There's been groups out there that have been protesting it for a real long time. And I with respect to all of our indigenous people, and I think that change is needed across a whole bunch of different paths. But I think it's interesting that now the Redskins are being joined into the movement, like where all the other changes are happening. Now this is being pulled in. I feel like this may be a distraction from the rest of the other topics that have been discussed lately.
So here, okay. Imagine taking out Redskins and call it like black skins. And instead of the tomahawk, it's the watermelon chow down or something like that, where there's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy to think that those things have been around for so long and nothing's ever changed at all until now. Now, before I form my thought, Tom, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I mean, I think for people who've been watching us since we started doing the quarantine shows, I used to wear a Chiefs cap every time I'd come on.
Word.
Now, I don't really follow the Chiefs. My uncle brought me to a game a couple years ago. He insisted on buying me some sort of Chiefs merchandise. He wanted to get me a jacket. I basically said, I'm never going to wear that jacket. I'll take a hat. It was cheaper. And, a lot of times I don't feel like fixing my hair up in the morning. I just want to slap a hat on it and go. But yeah, during that game that we went to at Arrowhead, everybody was doing the tomahawk chop. And, I couldn't bring myself to do it. It just felt really weird seeing a bunch of white people doing a Native American chant and like swinging their arms around and like just, minimizing Native Americans, I felt like. So I'm not a big fan of the Redskins name. I think it needs to change. I still have my Chiefs hat. I wear it if I need to go get like some McDonald's and I don't feel like fixing my hair up. And I hope no one judges me for wearing it. But I think those kind of names, certainly with the Braves and the Chiefs and the Redskins, I mean, maybe it wasn't offensive when it started, but I mean, there is something a little nauseating about watching a stadium of white people, singing a Native American song, or a fake Native American song, the oh. Mm-hmm. If you can watch that and not feel like kind of a little sick, hats off to you. But just knowing what happened to the Native Americans and then watching a bunch of white people like imitate them while watching a sporting event, it's always just kind of made my stomach turn a bit. So I'm all about them changing the name. I don't know what they can change it to.
Right.
But yeah, it's way past time.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think it's way past time as well. I think that there is, like I said, this is a time where a lot of this, I'm sitting here saying, well, why is this happening? Why is it taking so long? Why is it happening right now? Why is it, why? You feel me? Like it just, I understand that people are, that there's this movement out here. There's this wave of, you know, there's that cancel culture wave that's blasting through right now. BLM is strong and prominent out here. The Black Lives Matter movement is strong and prominent out here. I mean, there's so many things that are going on, and I get it that people want solutions and want answers to certain things. But then it's like, and I'm all for them changing the name. Make it happen. I just feel bad for any person, any organization with them having to change their name. They're going to have to do a lot of retracting products, manufacturing new products, new jerseys for fans, items, et cetera, et cetera. So I could see that being a very, very expensive endeavor. But I think it is a necessary thing that needs to happen, for sure. You know, I think it's time for things to start happening. You know, it's time for things to start to change. And I don't think that it's going to help if we sit on it any longer. My only argument is, like, people have been arguing about this for a long time, and no one was batting an eye to it until now. And it just makes you wonder, how genuine is this move if they are to do what they need to do? You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now they're just doing it, I feel. It's not genuine. It's just they want to keep securing the bags. It's not about, oh, yes, you know, racial equality. You know, this is pretty racist. You know, we should change this. This is hella racist. If they thought that, they would have done that a long ass time ago. That's my only argument here. They would have done that ish so long ago. But because they're losing the monies, they're going, okay, we got to change this up. Yeah, we got to reconsider this now. We just lost Nike. Nike, though. We just lost Nike? Bruh. Yeah, you straight up taking straight from our pockets. Now, that's how it's done, though. What's the number one place that you're going to cause a ruckus on the people, you know, up above, the 1%ers?
The money. The
monies. You attack the wallet. So all of a sudden, FedEx is gone. Bruh, that's a huge organization. Then Nike? Woo! They're going, okay, so Redskins, can we still put red in there? Maybe we do red-ish. You know what I mean? Or maybe we keep the skins. Something. We need to keep something. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. We got to keep red in there because it's red and gold. Oh my God. What are we going to do? So, all I can say is I wish them the best of luck in regards to what they're figuring out. But hey, if it ends up with them changing the name, thank you, Jesus. Now the Chiefs need to do the same damn thing. That's what I think. And any other team that's out there that is using something that is racist in any way, shape, or form, for sure. Anyway, we got to go into a quick commercial break. We will be right back. And also, if you haven't done it yet, hit that like button down below. It would really, really mean a lot. We'll be right back. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.
Hey, take off the
Ms. Feinberg, I'd really appreciate it if you would close your legs.
Do you find it distracting?
Power, respect. The festival is crazy in the streets. Deception, the fakers and leaks. Entertainers are trucking for tweakers and losing their circles. Their loves are unique. All of us under surveillance. There was a feeling that made it. Half of them stumbling abroad and they faded. They live in the world that's degrading for people that's constantly hated.
But you see how he makes these S's in his body right here? That's where he's hanging on. And then he's moving forward with the locomotion of his ribs. That is classic Missouri rat snake right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab him before he gets into a hole. Now, these snakes are not biters. They won't bite as long as you don't squeeze them. If you just stop them like this, it'll freeze them, and then you just gently pull them back. As long as you don't squeeze them, they won't bite.
Yo, Mike, what's up, man?
Guy? Good to see you, man.
Yeah, so Sugar Fire.
Yeah.
Fully open, right?
Yeah, we're pretty much open. So you can't sit inside yet. Monday you can sit inside a little bit. We'll have 25% of the tables inside, and then we're letting it rip outside.
So I know that there's a lot of people really concerned about staying safe and all of that.
No,
so what are you guys doing in regards to that?
Well, and we have extra people to clean and rub everything down all the time. Everybody inside's wearing masks. And we have those little stickers on the ground so everyone can stay 6 feet apart.
Right on.
The tables are all spaced out, inside and outside.
Sugar Fire, open in full effect right now. They're staying healthy, they're staying clean. Go get you a rack of ribs. Sugar Fire, open right now.
Thanks.
The Fur and Leather Center, providing the highest of fur and leather goods.
You're gonna perform
I'm sorry,
tonight.
I can't make this interview boring because this
No, it's
man
not
is
boring.
too exciting as a host. And I'm truly saying this, and if y'all can't do this, me and this man here is gonna leave and go somewhere else where we can get some love. I want everyone in the building to say, I love Pascal on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Wow. Hey, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And like I always say, if this is your first time checking out this show, please go hit that like button down below. And if this is the first time of you checking out this show, please go crush that subscribe button. That would really, really mean a lot. Anyway, we got to go on to the next top story that we have up above on the title. This is some weird stuff. I gotta be honest. I've never heard of anything like this in my entire life, and this is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. COVID contest parties? Tommy boy, what?
Yeah. Oh, this is something. This is coming out of Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Several college students in an Alabama city organized COVID-19 parties as a contest to see who could get the virus first. Students hosted the parties to intentionally infect each other with the new coronavirus. And yeah, they said the party organizers purposely invited guests who tested positive for COVID-19. And they said the students put money in a pot, and whoever got COVID first would get the cash.
Wow.
That's a good look.
But the question is, what was in the pot? Like, how much was in the pot? You know, I want to know how much that person was going to gain. You feel me? How much richer that mother love was going to be.
They do not say how much money was in that pot, but I guess there was some. But I guess doctors have been reporting that college kids are showing up and getting tested for COVID, and when they test negative, they're disappointed, and when they test positive, are happy. So, you know, kind of a...
What? Wait,
yeah.
They test positive or happy, you said? I'm sorry, I just want to make sure.
No, if they test positive, then they're happy. If they test negative, then they're upset because they want to win that pot of money. So, yeah, they're throwing these parties. This is happening in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where the University of Alabama is, along with a couple other colleges. But, you know, there had been rumors floating around that there were these COVID parties being hosted where people would try and catch COVID. But, you know, I think a lot of people didn't want to believe it was real. But now officials are saying it's very real.
Wow.
So just imagine you spend all that money to send your kid off to college, and then you realize they're too stupid to ever make it at any place ever.
That is a real talk. That is a special kind of stupid. Guys, come on, y'all. Like, so, like, in these parties, like, now I want to know how it is conducted. Aside from the actual rules of the game in regards to, like, you know, the pot, putting in money in this pot and then going and getting tested, and whoever gets it, blah, 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 wins, right? What are they doing? Are they, like, spitting each other in each other's mouths and licking each other's eyeballs or something like that? How is this party conducted? You know what I'm saying? Are they just standing in a room, in a hot room with no windows open or anything like that, and they're all just going for as loud as they can and for as long as they can? Like, how does this party get down? You know what I'm saying?
Baster.
Turkey baster all day. See, that's how you get mono. Now this is now I'm just wondering, like, how is it conducted? Are they drinking out of the same cup? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Are they
I don't
sipping
know.
out of the same
They're
bottle?
But yeah, they're throwing these parties to try and get people infected.
COVID
So
orgies.
I imagine they're not taking any sort of precautions as far as, I mean, it's, these parties, the kids are trying to get it. So I imagine any way and every way they can try and get it, they're trying to get it.
Jeez. Please, guys, I'm just going to say this real quick because I think we all agree on this in unison. Don't be stupid. Like, just don't be stupid, guys. Please. Don't do that. Please. There's no point in doing that. I mean, if any other person is inspired by this idea, any kid out there that is crazy enough to try to do some type of party like this, please don't do that. It's stupid. People are dying from this. This is a very real virus. This is something that's real. You could be getting it. Yeah, you win the pot of money, but you're also giving it to everybody else you may know. All the people that you love and know. Your parents, your grandparents, infants, etc., etc. Y'all, please don't be stupid. All right? Don't play this game. That is the stupidest game in the world. Wow, that is stupid. Real talk.
Yeah, if it were just the kids that were getting it, I'd be fine with it. Maybe thin the herd a little bit, knock off a few morons. But these people are going to be taking it to their communities, to their families.
Yeah.
I mean, if it were just these moronic college kids that wanted to go and kill themselves, that's fine, But you're going to be spreading that around the community. But again, if I'm one of these kids' parents and I'm spending all that money to go have my kid educated, and I find out that my kid is that dumb, I'm going to stop spending money on their education.
Word, because they clearly have been cheating. They've been cheating on every single test. They cheated on the SATs and everything because they are that stupid. That is stupid, man.
Also, if they're that stupid, that you're just wasting money on education. They're never going to retain anything.
So I was looking things up. So Wired did a cover thing on this and saying that COVID parties are not a thing. And this is a thing that has been blown out of proportion from media coverage and now has spread like wildfire.
I'm getting mine from the Associated Press.
Okay, I'm just reviewing what they said too.
Word.
So that we're making sure. There's rumblings that had developed into rumors by the start of May when a public health official in Walla Walla, Washington claimed to have discovered via careful contact tracing that 2 patients had indeed attended COVID parties as to get it over with. And he went and rule out criminal charges as he found that people are actually having COVID parties. But then we discovered that there were not intentional COVID parties. Just innocent endeavors. So and it sounds like some kid said something, but then it was taken one way. I think it would be stupid that people, but I imagine now that people see all those headlines that they probably are going to have COVID parties, and people are dumb. And I just really simply, but I don't.
I'm sorry. What source is that from again?
Wired.com 18 hours ago did a whole bunch of links and stuff.
That's
the
dope.
Bleacher Report also saying, I don't know. There's a couple different places I'm seeing that are saying that it's not a thing.
Because Associated Press is a very respectable down the middle wire news service, and they're saying they absolutely are throwing contest parties for COVID.
Reporting
it as fact.
What I love is that there are 2 opposing sides right now live on the show saying 2 completely different things. Is it real? Is it fake? Is it fake? Is it real? Well, I mean, here it is. If it is real, if it isn't real, regardless, if any kids are getting even inspired by this idea, even if it is fake, just saying, kids can still get inspired by seeing that on the media or seeing that on Associated Press or reading about that on Wired.com. Regardless, people need to not be that influenced into something like this. The get it over with party, this is not like losing your virginity party, okay? This is not a type of situation that needs to be turned into a party. This is a real thing, guys. And I'm talking about the virus, not about these parties. Whether they are real or not, no matter what, I just hope that this is not something that is inspiring other kids to actually make it a factual thing, whether it is real or fake, So everybody out there, please, like I said, regardless if this is real or fake news, please just don't be stupid out there.
Right.
Play it safe. Don't do the whole you're just gonna get it anyway at some point. Please don't do that. Be safe out there. The other thing is that I did hear. Okay, remember when we did a couple days ago? We talked about the country concert, the country musician Chris Jansen. We did a Chris Jansen piece, and he was sitting there showing off his, he's on his IG, and he's like, "We back," and he's showing all the people all crowded together, and they're all not wearing masks. They're screaming to his music. They're having a grand old time. Well, later on in that video, somebody was one of the people that was there, one of the people in the crowd, one of the audience members actually got interviewed, asking, like a news station asked them, why were you all together like that? Why were you one of the people to run up and just, act like it was a normal concert? And she said, and I quote, she said, "Well, I figured we're all going to get it anyway, so what's the point?" Verbatim. So there are a lot of people out there that do feel like, what's the point of, for example, wearing a mask? What's the point when we're all going to get it anyway? What's the point of social distancing when we're all going to get it anyway? These fake or real parties that are happening right now, these COVID parties, their whole idea is, let's get it over with. We're all going to get it anyway. Those things are very much what's going on in the pulse of this country right now, where kids out there, people out there, really do think, well, we're all going to get it at some point, so F it. Let's just get it over with. So if this contest and this party is real or not, there needs to be an end to it. So let's play it smart. Let's not be dumb. And anybody who's reading those articles or talking about it, please, and we're bringing it up now, whether it is real or fake, let's please be smart about it. Don't be stupid, guys. Be safe out there. Don't do these games. It's ridiculous. Anyway, moving on to the next story. Herman Cain. This is a very interesting story. Herman Cain has contracted, speaking of COVID, contracted COVID-19.
He went to a Trump COVID party.
Yes. Yeah, he went to a Trump COVID party. Facts, baby, facts. Anyway, let's talk about this, man. Speak on it, guys.
Yeah, Herman Cain is now hospitalized after being diagnosed with COVID-19. He had attended the Trump rally in Tulsa, although his staff is saying that there's no way of knowing that he got it from there or had it when he was at the Tulsa rally. They said that Herman Cain has been extensively traveling for the last couple of weeks, and he's gone to Arizona where cases are spiking. But, Herman Cain is, he's been very vocal about his thoughts that people don't need to wear masks, that people should not be forced to wear masks. And, has kind of been beating the same, conservative talking points on COVID, trying to downplay it. And now he's hospitalized. He's a 74-year-old man. I wish him all the best. Certainly don't wish him any harm. But
of course,
he's been right out there saying, no need to wear a mask. Don't worry about this. And I wish him all the best.
Cancer.
Yeah,
so that puts him at a higher risk for stuff too, and harder to recover.
Does.
Yeah, and what's interesting is that they're saying that most people are speculating that he got it from that Trump rally, but some people are saying that he may have contracted it before that. No one really knows where he got it from, but a lot of people are assuming that he could have contracted it during one of Trump's rallies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, wasn't it before the Tulsa rally? Didn't they say that like 6 Trump staffers had tested positive in Tulsa for it or something along those lines? So, it was going around. I don't know if he got it in Tulsa or if he got it in any other places he was gallivanting around to, not wearing a mask.
But mind you, you also got to remember, if he had it before the rally, and then he went into the rally, he could have definitely given that virus off to somebody else in that rally. No one was wearing masks in that mug, so anything's possible. You know, he had no contact with Trump from what we understand as well, but he had contact with other people, and he was in this enclosed space with a whole bunch of other people. You know what I'm saying? A whole bunch of other
wearing a mask.
Whole bunch of other black conservatives. Right there, he's in a whole row with black conservatives, a whole group sitting in close proximity. So I would hope that every single person that's in that room or that was sitting right there with him is getting tested right now, like with the quickness, yo. Because you don't know where he got it. Unfortunately, and it's unfortunate news, you know. We all want everybody to win here. You know what I'm saying? But that is some serious ish, man.
Yeah. I mean, he's been tweeting about don't wear a mask, you know, there should be no government mandated mask wearing. I mean, and I hope he pulls through, but he's been spreading around some BS and he's been putting other people's lives at risk. And, you know, you hate to say karma's a B, but here we are.
Yeah. And also, I'm going to read some comments here really quick. Jacob Cottrell on YouTube. Hello. Thank you so much for tuning into the show. He commented saying, masks is about control and satanic ritual. Hold on. I'm continuing. Fantastic, interesting information here. Mass arrests are coming. Be prepared to let go of everything you thought you knew. This is all from this Jacob Cottrell. So now here it is. Bill Clinton is next, along with the other treasonous snakes.
I'm glad we're elevating the discussion.
Yes,
you know, I do like where this is going.
Yeah, no. That's all we got right now. That's all I got right now. But go ahead, Tom.
Hold on.
Go ahead, Jack.
Executions. If you were follow along anything with the QAnon stuff, okay, and where people think that Trump is Q, and all the posts on QAnon and when Twitter posts come from Donald Trump are all within minutes of each other. And there's a very large faction of people that are behind QAnon. There's actually people that are taking seats at the government and winning elections that are QAnon sympathizers. And so Jacob is sounding very much like the everything that was being talked about through that. That's all the Pizzagate stuff with Hillary Clinton and the Clinton Foundation. And then the big thing that they're saying is the reason that federal executions have been brought back, and the reason that Jeffrey Epstein's girlfriend and collaborator was actually arrested at the same time, and that they're looking to go after Clinton and all the Pizzagate people, and that's why they brought back federal executions. It's interesting to see that someone's in here talking about it. Because
my question is,
that's a QAnon type of thing.
My question is, like, QAnon last year, like 4th of July, was saying JFK Jr. was going to come back. And so is JFK Jr. going to come back this 4th of July? I just want to know how I should plan my weekend. I don't want to be shocked when JFK Jr. starts ambling around and spouting QAnon conspiracy theories. I mean, it's not even worth discussing some of these QAnon conspiracy theories because it's nutcases. It's insane people.
Yeah.
So, sorry.
I mean, well, from that, okay, I think that regardless, okay, you know, regardless if they think the masks are about control or not, I mean, I do feel like there will be a lot of issues here in the upcoming weeks, especially when, and outside of this satanic ritual stuff, and You know, we're going to move on from that conversation, from that part. But about it being about control and all that, you know, it's very important that we realize that there's going to be a lot of people out here that are going to feel some type of way about wearing masks. So I think that within this, we're going to see a lot more people, a lot more Costco Kevins happening, a lot more Costco Kevin incidences happening, a lot more Karen incidences happening and all that, where people start losing their minds, getting upset because they're not allowed to buy food or go to specific public places without having a mask on. I think there will be some sort of things like that as far as like arrests and everything. So I'm interested to see what happens here in the near future. And by the way, say hi to my dog. Hi, Juliet. Hey. Anyway, so that's what I think in regards to it. Yes, I do think that there are going to be arrests coming, but I think it has everything to do with people trying to go against the mandates that are being implemented throughout every single state throughout the country. But go ahead, guys. What are your thoughts
on which thing?
Yeah, I don't know what.
Yeah, you kind of.
You kind of just threw a lot at us.
About your dog?
Okay. No, sorry.
Dog.
Thank you. Okay, so real quick, this is breaking news. Pence was, I guess, having a trip to Arizona, and it has been delayed after Secret Service tested positive with COVID. And masks are still optional, or will be optional, at Trump's Mount Rushmore event later on today. You know, the whole big Mount Rushmore event that's going to be going on here with the fireworks and all that. Apparently, Pence's Secret Service have tested positive. This is just something that just got handed to me just now. So this is all audible, but that's some interesting news as well.
Yeah, I'm seeing that too. Yeah, let's
dive in it. Let's dive in it real quick, if you don't mind.
Yeah, it says 8 Secret Service agents assigned to Vice President Mike Pence ahead of his trip to Arizona tested positive for the coronavirus right before Pence was scheduled to travel there. The positive test forced a one-day delay in the trip, so Secret Service could swap in healthy agents. So, yeah, Pence was scheduled to go to Arizona on Tuesday, but delayed the trip until Wednesday. So, yeah, I mean, it's going around. Better wear a mask or do something. Socially distance.
What I find very fascinating is that it's happening everywhere around them, but not them as of yet. It's almost, it feels like it's circling like a spiral. It's just slowly getting closer and closer and closer, but it's not getting to them, but it's getting close. Yep. And now that it's getting closer and closer. I mean, you know, Secret Service, those guys they work in close proximity with Pence and Trump. It's fascinating that still he's going, I'm not going to wear a mask. It's fine. Pence is going to do the same thing. I'm not going to wear a mask. It's fine. I'm Superman. It's crazy, man. But like I said, he's not getting sick. It's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy.
I do want to point out our new friend in the show, Jacob Cottrell. He said, consider the source, I guess, referring to me saying CNN is reporting. Fox News is also reporting this. So, you know, just so you know, this is real. This isn't. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No. And that's the thing. Like, that's what I mean by, like, both sides of the fence are talking about this stuff. So as much as everyone says, oh, fake news, check the source, it's like, well, we are looking at the sources. We're looking at both sides.
That's kind of what we do here.
We're not looking at just one side.
Just make stuff up.
Right. We're not making this stuff up. You know what I mean? I don't have time to make up all this stuff. I mean, Redskins changing their name to the Black National Anthem playing before the Star Spangled Banner to Pence with the Secret Service. Man, if I made up all this stuff, man, consider me the next Steven Spielberg up in this piece. You know what I'm saying? I better be making the most amazing movie right now in the history of movies. No, we're looking these things up. These are things that, like I said, it's like we're going to dive into this and see if this is actually true, real information. You just saw it live on the show. We were just talking about whether or not this COVID parties, contest parties, are real. We looked at two different sources. Two different people, Jack and Tom, had two opposing sides to the story. Whether it was real or fake, two different sources were talking about it. We dive into these things, guys. We do our research. We look things up. You know what I mean? And then also you got to remember, some of y'all are just stuck in your thoughts, just like we are too. We're stubborn. You know, we're not perfect. We have moments of stubbornness as well. But some of y'all don't want to open up your eyes and see what's really laid out in front of you sometimes. That's all. It's okay, though. We're here to show you the other side of the fence, what the other side of the fence is saying as well. So here it is. Secret Service have contracted COVID. This is factual. Reliable sources out here. Pence, things have been delayed because Pence is chilling because his Secret Service is sick with the Rona, and that's true.
Yeah.
Sorry. You know? See, plandemic. You know, and that's fine. You know, hey, here it is. You're entitled to your opinions just like we are too. You know what I mean? Don't become pillars of salt. You know,
I'm a soy boy. I'm a pillar of salt.
Yeah.
All things white.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm falling for the plandemic. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Is this guy 11? Is he 11 years old? Because if it's an adult, it's really sad.
We'll you know, I don't have anything to say about that. We're gonna keep the conversation moving, okay? Anyway, we got some other news going on, right, Tom? So let's jump into some other news.
We can do a little bit of positive news here.
Yes,
black-owned businesses are seeing a surge in sales after the protests have started. So we're starting to see that.
Excellent. That's excellent news.
Yeah, there are all kinds of. I mean, I know Yelp has done stuff where they've highlighted black-owned businesses, but according to Google, searches for black-owned businesses near me reached an all-time high last month. Yelp, as we were mentioning, made it easier for people to search out black-owned businesses. Uber Eats says it's waiving all delivery fees from black-owned restaurants through the end of the year. So there are a whole lot of people out there, black-owned businesses, that say they're seeing an uptick in business and interest in shopping at black-owned stores.
That's amazing. That's amazing news. And that's speaking of black-owned or black-owned businesses. From my understanding, Netflix is doing a little bit more. They're stepping towards helping out more black communities and black businesses as well. Let's talk about that real quick, Tom.
Yeah, Netflix is allocating 2% of its cash on hand, so about $100 million to banks and other financial institutions that directly support black communities in the U.S. I guess out of the entire United States, I think it's less than 1% of banking institutions are black-owned and serve like the black community. So they're putting a lot of money in. This will free up money for the banks to give out loans and target where money is most needed in these communities.
Yeah.
So Netflix has been doing a lot recently with donating
black education,
and trying to further the civil rights cause. I don't know if that has to do with their deal with Obama or not. But
it could be, but also, they're the things that they're doing to contribute to black education, to HBCUs, now to black businesses, black-owned businesses, all that. That's some really great stuff, and I'm really happy about hearing that kind of news. That's great news. To me, that's great news. So, yay. Positive things to talk about today. What else is going on, my brother? One more thing, and then we'll do this game thing and wrap it today.
Okay, I want to bring a little bit of attention to Maya Moore. Maya Moore is a professional basketball player in the WNBA, and she put her career on hold. She's an elite player. She's one of the best, if not, she's one of the best players in the WNBA.
Right on.
She put her entire career on hold to help free a man that she believed was wrongly convicted, and he was just freed I believe, in the last few days here. Jonathan Irons, a Missouri man who was serving a 50-year prison sentence for burglary and assault with a gun. But they found that the evidence was too flimsy to have convicted him. So after 20 years in prison, he was finally released this week.
Wow.
But it's a story not a lot of people know about. I know we don't have a lot of time to dive too deep into it, but Maya Moore, I mean, think about like if LeBron James was just like, I'm not playing the 2019 season so I can help this guy get out of jail on a, on a false conviction.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she really sacrificed a lot for this cause. And it seems like it was righteous because he's been released and exonerated. So
that's incredible.
Yeah,
that's incredible. Man.
It's something that I don't think is getting enough pickup. We hear a lot about Colin Kaepernick and a lot of and rightfully so, and about LeBron James. He speaks out on a lot of social issues, but this person like gave up the prime of their career to help this guy out
for the greater good.
Very cool.
For the greater good, and that's really amazing. That's dope. I commend that woman. Thank you for doing what you did. That's huge. Now get back on the court and kick some ass. You know what I'm saying? With a big old smile on your face. You know what I mean? Like I think you did your good deed for the next decade, I guess. Let's just say that. That's heavy, man. That's in a great way. That's great news. I hate to do this left turn, but before we jump into a game, we did say talk about some good news. And this is some interesting news as well. And this has to do with something that happened in our own hometown, St. Louis, Missouri. We got to talk about this. I'm sorry, I just saw it and I forgot. I wanted to make sure we talked about this. So Tom, we're going to be talking about this thing. So there was a couple, the McCloskeys, during a Black Lives Matter protest. There was a bunch of protesters that came out onto their personal lawn, onto their private property, and the McCloskeys in St. Louis, a white couple in St. Louis, came out and pulled out their pistol, their semi-automatic, and started pointing their guns at the protesters, trying to get them to leave, to disperse. So now there's been, and this happened last week. This has been a developing story. It keeps morphing into more and more things. And now court records show that the St. Louis couple pulled their guns out before any of this stuff actually went down. Tom, he's got the story. Speak on it, man.
Yeah, we've all seen the pictures of the McCloskeys out on their lawn in a salmon shirt and khaki pants, and the striped shirt. But this was not the first time they had pulled guns on people. There's a disputed part of their property that the private community they live in, Portland Place, claims belongs to the entire community. The McCloskeys claim that it's their personal property. So I guess this was in 1988 or 89. This was on a Sunday. I guess they heard a noise in the night, and this is from their lawyers. He said she looked down, had a gun, and screamed for the person to stay off her property. And what it turned out to be was a neighbor cutting through that disputed part of their property that they claim is their own personal property, and that Portland Place claims is community property. So this is the second time they've pulled guns on people that they thought were walking through their property. I saw, we live in St. Louis where this incident took place. I saw last night where they had interviews with some of their other neighbors who are very, very displeased with the McCloskeys right now.
Yeah.
And have said that they have been kind of a problem couple for a while.
Yes.
But so
they actually did end up putting out the neighbors put out a letter to basically made a letter, a public statement, which was in letter form, basically saying that they have nothing to do with the McCloskeys and what they did. That they do not support what happened during that time, and it was a very interesting read. I don't have the actual letter, but it was a very interesting one where they're basically saying, like, we have nothing to do with the McCluskeys. They are in their own lane. They do their own thing. We're over here. We don't have anything to do with it. Now, I'll say this, just being the skeptic that I am, I appreciate the letter, but I also feel like they're just trying to cover their ass so that their homes don't get raided or their homes don't get vandalized and destroyed. That's what I think. I feel like it was hey, let's do this really quick. Let's write this letter because, like we talked about before on the show, the McCluskeys definitely put basically a bullseye on that entire neighborhood, that private property, that private neighborhood that is in Central West End. They most definitely put a bullseye on that piece. Now, all these other families have kids, families, all that. They don't want to have that happen. They don't want to have people coming into their homes or going into their neighborhoods and looting and rioting. So what are they going to do? They're going to write a letter. Most definitely, they're going to write a letter to say, hey, real quick, we're not with them. We're not with them. Just so you know. Cover their ass, for sure. Mm-hmm. You know, and protect their own. And I get that, you know. So the fact that this is not the first time they've ever pulled a gun out on people before, that says a lot too about the McCluskeys. That's insane, y'all.
And the first time was one of their neighbors. I mean, I don't want to have that loss on it. It was one of their neighbors cutting through a disputed part of property to go to the commercial district that they live nearby. I do have the full letter. I don't know if it's short.
Go ahead. Come on with it.
All right. An open letter to whom it may concern. Westmoreland Place and its adjoining street, Portland Place, are a historic neighborhood within the city of St. Louis, Missouri. From many walks of life, people choose to make this neighborhood home for many reasons, including the sincerity, empathy, and neighboriness exhibited by the vast majority of those who live here. Some of us chose to speak up following the horrific events that transpired on Sunday evening near our home. As the undersigned, we condemn the behavior of anyone who uses threats of violence, especially through the brandishing of firearms, to disrupt peaceful protests, whether it be this neighborhood or anywhere in the United States. As residents of Westmoreland Place, we seek positive action and constructive dialogue that builds and maintains a civil and good society. Sincerely, and then it's like everyone in the neighborhood.
Right. They're like, nah, man, we got to make sure. Did you get my name on there? Did you get my name on there? Okay, cool. I just want to make sure you got my name. You spelled it right with it's not with an R, it's an A, and then okay. Just want to make sure. Yeah, that's crazy. That the whole neighborhood just basically said, they crazy. We're over here. They crazy. Any anger you have, go towards them. We have nothing. We do not endorse what happened that transpired a few days ago. We're not cool with that. And that's what needs to, I understand that. I don't blame them. I don't blame them for doing that. I don't blame them. I think that's a good thing that they did, that they wrote out that letter. And I think, like I said, I think it's very interesting that they put out more, that there's more information coming out, that this is not their first time doing these things. And as Tom just said, they've pulled the gun out on their own neighbors. That's crazy. That's a special kind of crazy, So, it's crazy. That's some wild stuff.
Yeah, I can't see how they're going to be able to live in that neighborhood. I mean, they know already that their neighbors have sided against them on this issue, and their neighbors are like openly speaking out against them. It's just,
right.
They paid in such a large target on that house. I don't see how they can continue living there without being targeted in every future protest march that goes through Central West End.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's going to be. I'm interested to see what happens as the events roll by, as the days roll by in regards to the McCluskeys and all that. It'll be interesting to see what happens. But anyway, let's move on to this thing. We got to play a little bit of a game. Lighten it up just a tiny bit, lighten the mood a tiny bit. It's time to do a little bit of this. Time to do a little bit of pop quiz.
hot shot.
All right, time for pop quiz hot shot. Woo! We got a little bit of game. Now, the question, Jack, is what is going to be the theme of the game today?
So these are logos, but they don't have any words in them. So I just want to see if you guys can tell me what the company is without the words associated with the logo.
Interesting. So it'll be a logo up on the screen behind you, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So I don't know if you want to put me full screen or pull you in. What I don't know, because some of these might be blown out. I'm not sure. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to. I can't do full screen with you, but
let's do the three of us on there.
Yeah,
and
that's
see
what I'm gonna try to do.
You can see them.
Make a miracle happen. I'll just be very, very small.
I got 20 of them, so we'll go through them pretty quickly.
Lightning fast. Okay.
Do we do a 5-second countdown for him?
Oh yeah, and the other thing is you guys play along, comment down below, and let's see if you know these logos as well. Let's get it.
Right.
Budweiser.
3.
Ah, sorry.
Yes, you're correct, Budweiser. Okay. The
There we
second
go.
one.
Oh. 3, 2, 1. Cisco?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Correct.
Right? 3, 2, 1.
Corona?
Yeah, Corona Extra.
That's Corona? Oh wow. Good job. So that we can't see them. Okay, yeah. 3, 2, 1. DreamWorks.
DreamWorks.
Correct. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Chevrolet. Oh,
Yeah,
that's Ford. Yeah, I don't know my American cars apparently. All right.
3, 2, 1.
Haagen-Dazs?
Haagen-Dazs, yeah.
Wow.
I used to work there. I know that.
Oh, okay, yeah. I remember you used to work there. That's crazy.
Best job ever.
3, 2, 1.
Hot Wheels.
Yep.
Wow, I wouldn't have gotten that. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
HP.
HP. Yep.
Oh, real quick. I just want to. Can we pause that for a second?
Uh-huh.
I need to address something really quick. Somebody just commented that guy. What's his name? Sorry, Jacob Cottrell just said this. He said real quick. He was just talking about. Don't you guys talk about real issues? How about Ghislaine Maxwell's arrest yesterday? How about the SDNY attorney who was fired for protecting the Anthony Weiner laptop? Okay, so just so you know, we did talk about Ghislaine Maxwell's arrest yesterday. We talked about it when it was live, like fresh new breaking news information on the show. If you tune into the show more often, you'll see we talk about a lot of issues and a lot of things that are going on. The SDNY attorney that was fired for protecting the Anthony Weiner laptop, haven't we kind of tapped into that one time, I think?
We talked about it. I think it's speculation and rumor and conspiracy theory stuff
Right.
that he was fired for protecting Anthony Weiner's laptop.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, if he was fired, it was quite a long delay.
Right. So I just wanted to say that because, I'm addressing directly to Mr. Cottrell.
We've spent too much time.
We've talked about so much on this show that, we've already talked about all those things. When it was breaking news, it was breaking news when we started the show yesterday morning. Go check out the yesterday morning show, please. It's opening right at the very top of the show. Enjoy it. So we do talk about a whole lot of things. So no need to throw the haterade. You know what I'm saying? We play games every once in a while. It's Friday. Today's the day we do a little bit of a chillax, enjoyable show. So there you go. If you don't know about the show, go check out all the other live shows we've done. We talk about all kinds of stuff. And we do this show Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Let's continue the show and continue this game that I'm enjoying. Let's go.
3, 2, 1.
Internet Movie Database?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
IMDb.
Oh, IMDb. Damn. That is not fair, though. That could have been anything. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
In and out?
In and out.
Yeah. Let's see. 3, 2,
Oh, boy.
1.
Frito-Lay?
They're Lay's, yep. Tom knows his logos.
It's working VR.
There we go.
3.
3, 2, 1.
Marlboro.
Correct.
Wow. I'm surprised I
yeah.
got that one right. Damn.
Okay, we got 8 more. Oh.
Ah,
3,
easy.
2, 1.
Monster.
Monster.
Yep. Okay.
Was addicted to that for a second. Oh.
3, 2, 1.
NASCAR.
Yep. Let's see. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, Nestle.
Correct.
That's Nestle?
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. That's
Okay.
funny.
3, 2, 1.
Folgers?
Nope. It's for your hair.
Suave?
Pantene.
Oh, it's Pantene. Why did I say Folgers? I'm an idiot.
That's 4.
Somebody said Al Jazeera. Oh my God.
I was thinking that too. Honestly, it kind of looks
3,
like
2, 1.
Sesame Street.
Yeah. Here's our last 3. 3,
Oh.
2, 1.
Cloud?
Huh?
Which one did you say?
What do you say, Tom?
Twitch?
Nope.
Twitter.
No. What are we on right now?
Oh, Skype.
Yeah.
Dang.
Last 2.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Swiss Army knives?
Oh,
I was going to say
close.
Red Cross.
Watch.
Swatch? Did you say Swatch?
Yep.
Okay. Dang, that's
And the last one.
okay.
3, 2, 1.
UPS.
Yes.
Well,
Yep.
there it is. There's that game.
There we go.
That was Pop Quiz Hot Shot. Yes. Thank you guys so much for playing along and being a part of the fun today. You know what I'm saying? Today is a little bit shorter of a show, unfortunately, but I figured everybody's going to be busy, wanting to get out there, enjoy their time at home, or get their things ready for the 4th of July weekend. It's a big weekend. There's a lot of things going on. So I wanted to say, first off, thank you, Jack and Tom, for being on the show today. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Y'all are awesome.
Yep.
Thank you. And the other thing is, the other thing I want to say is, Malia, thank you so much. She said, keep that segment up. It's fun. Thank you. I really appreciate it, Malia. I'm not, here it is. We're not going to agree with everybody. We're not going to get everybody, not everybody's going to come on and enjoy what we do. And that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But we do certain things to just bring in some lightness onto the show, bring some lightness into the world, because sometimes, man, I don't know about y'all, but sometimes talking about the same stuff every single day, saying, no, you're wrong, no, you're wrong, no, you're wrong, every single day gets a little bit aggravating. It gets a little daunting sometimes. Sometimes you got to lighten it up and lighten the mood just a tiny bit. Okay. And that's the Pascal show for you. We get to talk about things, and we also get to have a little bit of fun. Keep some things light, just a tiny bit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I want to say this too really quick. I want you guys to make sure that you have a very safe weekend. All right. This weekend is going to be insane. There's going to be a lot of fireworks. There's going to be a lot of people out. There's a lot of people that are going to be, there's speculation of things, some possible bad things happening this weekend as well. Not to try to stir the pot or make anybody feel any type of way, but at the same time, I have to say that I I want you guys to have a very safe and healthy weekend. If you're going to be around people, please exercise the precautions that they have been trying to instill in all of us for the longest time. Wear your masks, wash your hands, keep the social distancing going on. If you're going to be around family, please do it outside. Do your stuff outdoors. You know what I'm saying? Just keep yourselves safe, okay? This is going to be a very big weekend, and I hope you guys enjoy a glorious, glorious 4th of July weekend. Happy 4th of July, of course, if I don't get to see you guys over the course of this weekend. And yeah, we will be back on next Monday at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. I might do a live show sometime over the next couple days, so be on the lookout for that. But anyway, it's time to get going. I love all y'all. You know what I'm saying? Even the ones that don't agree with us all the time. You know, we do love you guys too. Okay? Anyway, it's time to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Have a safe weekend. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.
Hey, take off Ms. Feinberg, I'd really appreciate it if you would close your legs.
Do you find it distracting?
Power, respect. The festival's crazy in the streets. Deception, the fakers and leaks. Entertainers are trucking for tweakers and losing their seconds. Their loves are unique. All of us under surveillance. People surveillance, they made it. Half of them stumbling around and they faded. They live in the world that's degrading for people that's constantly hated.
But you see how he makes these S's in his body right here? That's where he's hanging on, and then he's moving forward with the locomotion of his ribs. That is classic Missouri rat snake right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab him before he gets into a hole. Now, these snakes are not biters. They won't bite as long as you don't squeeze them. If you just stop them like this, it'll freeze them, and then you just gently pull them back. As long as you don't squeeze them, they won't bite.
Yo, Mike, what's up, man?
Guy? Good to see you, man.
Yeah, so Sugar Fire.
Yeah.
Fully open, right?
Yeah, we're pretty much open. So you can't sit inside yet. Monday you can sit inside a little bit. We'll have 25% of the tables inside, and then we're letting it rip outside.
So I know that there's a lot of people really concerned about staying safe and all of that.
No,
so what are you guys doing in regards to that?
Well, we have extra people to clean, rub everything down all the time. Everybody inside's wearing masks. And we have those little stickers on the ground so everyone can stay 6 feet apart.
Right on.
The tables are all spaced out, inside and outside.
Sugar Fire, open in full effect right now. They're staying healthy, they're staying clean. Go get you a rack of ribs. Sugar Fire, open right now.
Thanks.
The Fur and Leather Center, providing the highest of fur and leather goods.
You're gonna perform
I'm sorry,
tonight.
I can't make this interview boring because this
No,
man
it's
is
not
too
boring.
exciting as a host. And I'm truly saying this, and if y'all can't do this, me and this man here is gonna leave and go somewhere else so we can get some love. I want everyone in the building to say, I love Pascal on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.